In 1731, a young colonial preacher was persuaded to preach at an academic ceremony at a place called Yale College in New Haven, Connecticut. This preacher noticed that the main weapon used by the opponents of the gospel in his day was laughter and mockery. The wise men and debaters of his age, the skeptics and the deists, they labored to make the cross of Christ and the gospel of Christ look weak and foolish. This man, more than any other English colonist, or if you prefer, American, in his century, labored for the whole of his life to show in his own unique way how the gospel properly understood is in fact wise and powerful. But he wasn't doing it so that people would think more highly about himself or about his friends. He wasn't trying to make believers in the gospel more respectable. He was trying to help people see that the Jesus they mocked as weak and foolish was the only true source of power and wisdom, and a source they needed. And that's why he entitled that sermon, God Glorified in the Work of Redemption. The preacher's name, of course, is Jonathan Edwards, and he's not known for writing the most eloquent sentences in the English language. But the truth of what he said that day is worth remembering for all of our days. At the beginning of his sermon, he insisted that what God aims at in the arrangement of things in the affair of redemption is that man should not glory in himself, but in God alone. Isn't that what Paul is saying in verses 29 and 31? And at the end of his sermon, he declares whatever scheme, declares that whatever scheme of salvation is inconsistent with our entire dependence on God for all, and having all through him and in him, is repugnant to the design of the gospel, and it robs it of that which God accounts its glory. Is that not what we're reading in this passage? Indeed, the whole of the scriptures. We have only understood the plan of salvation properly if the whole system offers God the glory.